Wagner. Your Lady Flames play here.
Free throws are good. Flames try to break through the pressure to get a shot at the buzzer. They go inside to Smuda. Smuda turns and scores as the horn sounds. Bella Smuda corner to Hess. Hess for three. Boom! Emma Hess, her third three-pointer of this first quarter.
The Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Fakes the shot, gets everybody to bite, takes it into the paint, floats it home. Beautiful move.
With Liberty and Conference USA, it's time for the Flames to rise again. Rise with us. Welcome to live pregame radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Liberty Lady Flames basketball is brought to you in part by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Liberty basketball is also brought to you by Carter Bank. Life lived full. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Welcome to the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show, powered by Segra. Coming up, we'll hear from head coach Kerry Green. Plus, pregame analysis, starting lineups, and much more are on the way. Now let's go live courtside with the voice of Liberty Lady Flames basketball, Jamie Hall.
Hello everyone, welcome into Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames are going to take on UTEP today, and it is senior day. Even though it's not the final home game for Liberty, they'll have two more after this against Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky, but they have chosen this particular Saturday to honor the seniors, and we'll certainly talk more about them as the day goes along. But Jordan Hodges, Anna Bedoza, Emma Hess, Bella Smuda, Caroline Shirey, and Emily Howard, the players that will be honored. There'll also be some managers and other support staff that will get the recognition. And that'll happen after the game because the Conference USA has a restriction on how much time you can take during a pregame ceremony. And just didn't feel like there was going to be enough time for that to happen. So the ceremony was moved to post-game. So that will change things up a little bit, but that'll give us an opportunity to talk more about them and when they're go through that presentation just after the game. As far as today's game, the UTEP Miners come in at 9-13 on the year, 2-9 inside of the conference. The Lady Flames are 17-6 and 10-2 in CUSA. The Miners lost their last game on Thursday morning. They actually played at 11 a.m. down at FIU and traveled up after that. They lost 83-66. They out-rebounded the Panthers by 3, but FIU outshot the Miners 53-44%. The Flames won on Thursday night, 63-58, outshooting New Mexico State 43% to 38%, and the Flames were also a +6 at the free throw line, hit 19 of 22 from the charity stripe. So that was a solid outing there. A game that was filled with multiple runs, and the Flames actually trailed after the first and second quarters, but were able to come back and get that victory. As far as the matchup with the Miners, this is the fourth time. Our Aqua Pro Series recap looks like this. The Flames are 3-0, most recently winning in El Paso back on the 16th of January, 75-64, despite being out-rebounded in that game by 4. And that goes right to Alcova Mortgage keys to the game. Let Alcova Mortgage help you get the keys to your next home. Find out more at alcova.com/Joe J. The Flames need to take care of the boards. Both of these teams rebound well. They're a plus team. UTEP's about a +2. The Flames are about a +8. But as we said, Flames actually were out-rebounded the last time they matched up. Also, second chance points out of that. So not only take care of your defensive rebounds, but get some second chances on the offensive end, and that will certainly go a long ways to who will win this matchup. Our Foster Fuels Who's Hot, Emmy Stout, she had 14 points on Thursday night against New Mexico State, had 11 the first time these two teams played in El Paso. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green as we roll on during the Segra pregame show. Liberty and UTEP just after the top of the hour here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic? 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
You're listening to Liberty Basketball and the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Our pregame coverage continues with the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green, presented by Earthright Mid-Atlantic. Once again, here's Jamie Hall.
Well, Coach, it's senior day, so that always adds a little extra emotion to a basketball game, and still a couple home games left to go. But senior day on this particular Saturday against UTEP is going to bring out some roses and some tears as these young ladies start to sense that reality that their basketball career is coming to a close. As a coach / psychologist, how do you handle a day like today?
Wow, you think number of years I've had experience, I really don't treat it any different. I love on them a little bit more. Just love on them a little bit more because I can't control their emotions. My job is more than just game day management, but in the moment, seizing the moment, Jamie, is to manage the game, and I have to recognize the emotions. You know, if the player's not there, we're playing to win the game together. I've got to remove the player from that situation. So I can't, and I don't even try. God gave them the emotions, and they've got to learn to manage those in a proper way. And we got a good team and great character on the team, and I think even when they're down and out and they're not locked in, I think they all would forfeit playing time right then. So I just manage the moment, seize the moment, and try to encourage the emotions going in the right direction. And I think you do that best by just loving on them a little bit more.
As far as the challenge on the court today, before the senior stuff after the game, you've got a pretty tough matchup. And I say that, and the fans are going to look at the records and they're going to go, what are you talking about? But when you get in conference play, there's no secrets.
No, it's grind time. And in the grind time, it means second time you play somebody, they're starting to lock in on your movements and individual tendencies. And I mean, come on, the last game, we're down with New Mexico State, and that team's 12-12, aren't they? 12-12, 6-7 in the conference or something like that. We had to fight like crazy to win that game, and Middle had to go into overtime to beat them. So second time around is always tough, especially it's on the road. The only thing I regret, and I don't have any control of it, is they played at 11 o'clock on Thursday while we played at 7 o'clock. So they're going to have 8 hours more rest coming from El Paso. I don't know if that's going to mess them up, but they may even got here on Thursday night after they played. I would have tried to make that happen and been sitting in this area, but it is what it is, and we're playing at home and played that game at home, and they'll be ready to go, and it will be an emotional game. We just need to manage those in a proper way, and sometimes you just have these gut feelings. Bella didn't play very well last game, but Emmy did. They share positions, and we win, lose as a team. My point I'm getting to, watch out for Bella today. I think she's going to be ready. And she and Emmy is going to have to be ready because their post player is a really good ball player. She's young. She don't know what she's doing, but she has all the tools. Seen her knock down a 10 or 12-footer. She bangs the boards. She's mobile around the basket. And we're going to need Emmy and Belle to step up. And I just got that gut feeling that you might be talking to Bella after the game right here. That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, senior night makes sense.
Yeah.
And this is a good rebounding team, too, in UTEP.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. They out-rebounded us, and we won the game. And the final score was decisive, but it was closer than that score. I think we did run it up to 20, and then it gets down to like 6 or 5.
I think you're right, yeah.
So we're just got to be consistent. It's one of the areas we're trying to address.
How about I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
We're healthy.
Ortho Virginia injury report. He's reading my mind. Well, enjoy senior day, and we look forward to talking to you, and hopefully your prediction comes true, and we'll be talking to Bella after the game as well.
Yeah, I lied to you right then. Liz is not 100%, but Ping's 100%, so we're ready to go. Okay, we'll see what. She's just nursing a little hamstring pull, and that's a crazy injury. You just don't know if it's going to nag you for the rest of your life or just all of a sudden goes away. So, but P will be ready. Okay, thank you.
Sounds good. That was head coach Gary Green. We're back with the relevant law tip right after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPros 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
This broadcast of Liberty Lady Flames basketball is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flames Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's game time. Live radio play-by-play coverage of Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Carter Bank, life lived full. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union, start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game. Here's Jamie Hall.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames and UTEP getting ready to do battle here in a Conference USA tilt. The starters are being announced. Let's pass those along. First for the Miners of UTEP that are going to be wearing the blue uniforms today with orange numbers and white trim. The Flames will actually be not in their home whites, but in their red, which is normally the away jerseys, but red is a color that can be used by home teams. And they're doing it tonight because they're honoring the seniors, and the seniors wanted to wear red. But we'll start with UTEP and their head coach, Keitha Adams, in her 18th season in El Paso, her 24th season as a head coach overall. She starts Yvonne Tinsaye. She wears number 3, 5'7" senior from Roseville, Minnesota. Started off at Penn State. Averages about 13.5 points a game. Scored 13 in the game the Flames played against UTEP earlier this season. Then you got Portia Adams, number 11, 5'6", junior from Cedar Hill, Texas. She started at Lamar. A lot of transfers on this minor squad. Then you've got Irina Asensio. Asensio wears number 12. She's a freshman from Barcelona, Spain. Had 7 points and 5 assists against the Flames the first time they matched up. I missed Portia Adams. She had 17 on Thursday night, so she's coming off an excellent game. Adams 11, Asensio 12. How about 13? Indak Mbengwa. Mbengwa is from Italy. She started out at Cowley College. She's a 6'3 junior. Had 15.7 boards against the Flames and 13 on Thursday night at FIU. And finally, Luisa Vedrova, number 23, a 6'1 sophomore from the Czech Republic, from Prague. She had 10 against the Flames, had 15 and 7 boards against FIU. She's averaging 10 points a contest. Tensaye is the leading scorer. As we mentioned, she puts up 13.5 a game. For the Lady Flames and their head coach, Kerry Green, in his 26th season, all at Liberty as a head coach. He will have Jordan Hodges as his point guard. Zero is a 5'6 senior from Richmond, Virginia. Had 12 in the first meeting between these teams. She's averaging 6.4 a game, 53 assists, 53 turnovers. I know that's something that she would tell you that she'd love to have be not a 1-to-1, but 1.5-to-1, and something that we'll see in this stretch run if will be an improvement, which would certainly bode well for the Lady Flames. From their point guard, Asia Boone wears number 12. She's 2 3-pointers away from getting into 10th place all time, and she's only a sophomore. 5'8 from San Diego, California. Had 12 on Thursday night. She's averaging 10 a game. Has hit 42 3-pointers this season, which is tops on the team, 34% to go along with the 42 makes. Emma Hess, she wears number 23, 6-foot-tall senior from Beaver Creek, Ohio. She eclipsed 1,000 points for her career in the game at UTEP. Had 15 total in that contest and 10 on Thursday night. She's averaging 10 a game. Elizabeth Ayestadish wears number 21, 6'2 sophomore from Iceland. She had 7.6 boards against New Mexico State. She's averaging 6 and 6. And then finally, Bella Smuda in the post, number 31, 6'6 redshirt senior from Exton, Pennsylvania. 12 points, 6.5 rebounds a game. She stands in the center circle and will go up against Mbengwa and win the tip. The Flames have the first possession of the basketball game. Liberty going from left to right. Ayestadish slides over to the far wing, now gives it up top to Boone. Boone with her feet on the line will go back to Ayestadish. She fires a 3, but it's an air ball. Rebound to UTEP. They'll come back the other end and get it into the hands of Portia Adams. Adams goes in the corner to Tensaye, and her 3-pointer at the top of the backboard. So not a good start for either team shooting. An air ball and a top of the backboard shot as Liberty goes back on offense. Jordan Hodges pulls up from 15, and she clangs it off of the side of the backboard as well. The front at least, but Flames get an offensive rebound. They'll reset. Hodges drives, missed the shot. Smuda got the rebound. Her putback was contested, and she missed it as well. So a slow start offensively for both squads. A minute in. Driving towards the basket is Adams, and Adams is able to knock it home. So the first 2 points of the game go to UTEP. Flames on their offensive side will go into Smuda. Nice catch on the left-hand side, and she finishes at the rim. Give the assist to Elizabeth Ayestadish, and the Flames tie this game up at 2 apiece. UTEP on offense. They try to feed a pass into Vedrova. It's picked off, but then the Flames, well, no, Flames actually get it back. And Asia Boone was in the right place at the right time. She gets a lay-in. And a quick timeout going to be taken by UTEP. Coach Adams not happy with the turnover. But you don't often see a timeout less than 2 minutes into a basketball game. But that's what we got. 8:16 to go in the first. Liberty on top 4-2 in that last possession after Liberty got the steal. Jordan Hodges' up-court pass looked like it was going to be picked off, but UTEP couldn't quite secure it, and it deflected right over to Asia Boone. No one was between her and the basket. She gives the Flames their first lead. We'll take a timeout and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch support so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Well, we've got a bunch of mascots in the building. Maybe at some point for those that are watching on YouTube or Facebook, maybe we'll turn the camera around. I was a little too late getting back from the break to do it that time around. But when I say a lot of mascots, I mean a lot of mascots. There's probably 10. I saw, I believe, App State's mascot here. Both NC State, they've got a male and female wolf in the building. I believe the Durham Bulls mascot is here. Can't tell. They're walking it down the tunnel now. There's a dragon. I think the Hillcats mascot is on hand. And why, you might ask? I did too. I was asking why a little while ago. Well, it's Sparky's birthday. We haven't gotten a handle on what that birthday is. My guess is 20, because I feel like somewhere in the mid-2000s is when, or maybe 18, maybe 18. Maybe it's his. Maybe it's a big one for him. 21 or 18, somewhere in that range. We've got a basketball game going on as well. Liberty's on top 4-2. Clock is running. UTEP's got the ball, and we've got 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. I'll step back to that sparky thought here in a minute. First, Adams is going to drive. Her shot's off the mark. The rebound out of bounds to Liberty. The Flames mascot was named Lou. If you go back to the 90s, at some point in the mid-2000s, he got a facelift. Well, I don't know if he got a facelift, or maybe in mascot terms, a new mascot was brought in. Slightly different look and a different name. I just don't remember exactly what year that would have been. Flames with the basketball. And now the Flames don't have the basketball, but it was deflected into the backcourt, and Liberty's able to track it back and then throw it away. Wow, what a strange beginning to this game. It's been very sloppy. Not many shots have fallen unless they've been layups for either team. Interior feed for UTEP is poked away by Bella Smoot, and the Flames steal it right back. It goes into the corner to Hodges, but she was out of bounds, stepped on the sidelines. Coach Adams was pretty hot. She was standing near midcourt out of the coach's box, giving the officials an earful. And our officials for today's game are Roy Gobelin, I hope I'm saying that right, Eric Koch, and Deanna Jackson. And it was Roy that had drawn the ire of Coach Adams. I think she thought there was a foul. Bella from behind. UTEP with the ball. They're going to try a three that's off the mark by Adams. Rebound goes all the way out of bounds to the far corner, and the Flames will get it back. Leading 4-2, it has been ugly to start. UTEP is 1 of 4 from the field. The Flames are 2 of 6. Both teams with 2 turnovers. We're less than 4 minutes in. Hodges at the top of the arc to Eistadish, now far side to Hess, and Hess lost her footing and had the ball tied up. Slipped to the floor. The alternating possession will give it back to UTEP, so that's turnover number 3 for Liberty. We will get to the bottom of this age for Sparky. My guess is 18, but I'm not positive. UTEP back on offense, and they work it on the interior to Mbingwa, but she traveled after Bella Smuda stepped up to around the free throw line to defend her. Now both teams with 3 turnovers. Neither team has scored in over 2 minutes now. Hess with the ball for the Flames. She curls around to the far side, missed the shot. Smuda got the rebound, and then she's knocked to the floor. First foul of the game will go against UTEP. And Mbingwa picks up her first personal foul. She's averaging 8.5 a game and 7.2 rebounds. Going head to head with Bella Smuda that averages 12 points and 6.5 rebounds a game. Liberty going to make a couple of substitutions. Smuda will check out. Also, Hodges out. Anna Bedoza and Emmy Stout are in the game. Inbound pass comes to Eistadish. She's left wide open on the near wing and drains a deep 2. Feet were just on the line. Liberty up 6-2 with 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Scoreboard put that down as a 3. I think they're going to have to fix that as Portia Adams drives on the left side, but put too much on the layup attempt. It kicks off the front of the rim, and the Flames get the ball back. Eistadish over to Bedoza at the top of the arc. Liberty in the red uniforms, now back on the near side to Boone. Boone's 3-pointer is off the mark, and the rebound is tipped out to Asensio. Another game with multiple Spaniards for both teams as a pass goes down low to Vedrova. Vedrova had it in good position, and she scores. Liberty lead is 2. 6-4, I think, as it goes back to Stout. Stout was able to seal off, turn, and finish. Pretty sure that was just a 2-pointer, but the scoreboard still shows it as 9-4. The live stats show it as 8-4, and I think that's going to be the case. Mbingwe gets the ball on the low block for UTEP, and she has a nice move to the right side, finishes it off, and gets it back to a 2-point game. Bedoza on offense for Liberty. To Eistadish, now on the far side to Hess. Hess drives along the baseline, pulls up, but missed the shot. Off the front rim to UTEP. They've got a chance to tie or take the lead. Skip pass across to the near wing, eventually comes to Adams. Adams gets a little bit of space, looking for someone to pass to. She's double teamed and has the ball stolen away by Bedoza, and now tied up. Bedoza got it, but didn't have it cleanly. She had to go down to the floor to pick it up, and in that process, some hands got in the way. But Liberty will have it on the alternating possession. Some more subs come in for both teams. Avery Mills, Brooke Moore, Peen Steenbergen will join Bedoza and Stout for Liberty. UTEP actually, well, we'll double check that. They did bring somebody in. We'll see who that was. I think as Avery Mills drives on the far side and is able to bank it home. You have to really take a hard look at this UTEP roster before you say a name. They have got some tough names, probably the toughest roster I've ever seen. And the Flames have had some pretty tough ones over the years too. Is driving to the basket on the near side is Tensaya, and she scores. So the offense has picked up a little bit for both teams. Bedoza going to try a 3-pointer, and it's good, but she was actually on the line too. So not a 3, but a 2. But the scoreboard gave her a 3. I'm not sure who's running the scoreboard in today's game, but 2 times the Flames have shot a long 2, and it was put on the board as a 3 when the officials were very clear in saying 2-point shot. Jumper from Vedrova is off, but not an offensive rebound, offensive foul called against UTEP. That'll give it back over to the Flames. I'm surprised no one has fixed the scoreboard yet, because the live stats are correct, 13-8, but no one on UTEP's bench has complained that the scoreboard's off, and no one across the way has gotten wind that the board's not right. And they may very well take a look at those 2 shots to make sure that they were 2s, but they were called 2s on the play, so I'm not sure why the board would put 3 up. Either way, we've got another foul against UTEP. Flames will be inbounding on the baseline. They're scoring at the goal to our right, and they'll have 20 seconds to shoot. The board still says 15-8 in the building, but the live stats show 13-8. Inbound pass to Steenbergen. Cross court to Bedoza. Bedoza's going to drive baseline. Now slips into the paint, but missed the shot. Good position to score. Came up just a little bit light on her attempt. The rebound out of bounds to UTEP. Now I imagine if nothing else, this will get sorted out. But during the quarter break, if not sooner. UTEP on the drive. Asensio picks up her dribble, now tries to lob it, but no one is there. Goes over the top of all of her players. The Flames come out of the pack with the basketball to Steenbergen. Her 3-pointer far wing is good. Peen Steenbergen with a transition 3, and that was a 3. No question about it. The Flames lead 16-8, we think. The board shows 18-8. UTEP back on offense. Vedrova kicks far wing, but the jumper is off the mark. Offensive rebound. Couple of offensive rebounds by Igben Ideon. Osadi Igben Ideon will shoot 2 free throws with 1:36 to go in the first quarter, and Liberty will bring some of their starters back out on the court. The other player that had checked in for UTEP a moment ago was Heaven Saaya. Let me try this again. Samayoa Mathis. For the sake of the listeners, we're going to say Mathis. Both free throws are a miss, and the Flames get the rebound, so no points on the board. Igben Adion 0 for 2. Flames on offense. Jordan Hodges to Steenbergen. Now far wing to Mills. To Moore. Moore at the top of the arc. Looks postward, nothing there. Instead we'll go in the corner to Mills. Mills for 3, comes up short. UTEP with the rebound. Portia Adams back the opposite way. Looks over the defense that the Flames are showing, and will give off to Vedrova. Vedrova back on the near side to Zita. Delma Zita also in for the first time. Up to Adams. Adams with 7 seconds to shoot. Going to have to just throw one up. It's blocked by Moore. Adams gets the ball back, has another attempt at it, but it was high degree of difficulty. It's short, and Liberty gets the rebound. Well defended by Brooke Moore. Flames back on the offensive end. A pull-up jumper from 3 by Jordan Hodges is good. Liberty up, we believe, 19-8. Scoreboard still shows 21-8. We'll get that sorted out here in about 15 seconds. That's what's left in this first quarter. Vedrova going to try to answer, but her 3's off the mark. UTEP could have held for the final shot. Instead, the Flames are going to get a chance. An up-court pass, though, from Mills is stolen away. Adams down, and she'll pull at the buzzer, but missed. So the Flames not able to take advantage of that final possession because of the turnover. But UTEP not able to take advantage of the turnover. Although Adams had a good look. It was a three-point shot, but she was able to get it into a fairly good shooting position. It just didn't go, and the Flames will take a 19-8, we believe, lead into the second quarter. Liberty currently on a 9-0 run. Officials over at the scorers table right now sorting things out. But I think Live Stats has it right. I think the scoreboard operator has it incorrect. And I don't see them initiating any sort of a review, so I don't think that they're going to actually look to see if those were twos or threes. They were pretty clearly both two-point baskets. So that's what we will assume going into the second quarter, that the Flames lead 19-8 here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
Well, I'm just as confused as I was when we went to the break. The scoreboard still says 21-8. The live stats now say 20-8. And I've written down 19-8 because it was my understanding, or at least my thought, that there were two shots on the line that were called twos. The scoreboard called them both threes, which would have put it at 21. Maybe they did go back and take a look. And maybe they're still looking. Yeah, they've just told the teams to stay at their respective benches and keep talking, because I think they are going to take a look. Well, they're not looking at the monitor. They're having a conversation with Todd Wetmore and Ryan Baumberger, who is over across the way next to, but not the official scorer. The official scorer is wearing stripes, and I apologize, I don't know his name, but the official scorer is the one that puts everything in the official book, but the stats are what you see. If you're on YouTube or Facebook right now, what you see above me right here is the live stats, and in the arena, the scoreboard is separate from that. The scoreboard still says 21-8. The live stats had said 19-8. Now the live stats have added a point, 20-8, but the scoreboard still says 21. And I believe it's 19. But maybe they changed their mind on one of those 2/3 pointers and said it was a 3, but at the time, the official put the deuce up. So I don't know what's going on. Your guess is as good as mine, and it seems like there's still a level of confusion as one of the officials is talking with the stat crew, which is unofficial as far as the game is concerned. official score wearing the stripes is near them. He's listening to the conversation. One official's over by the PA announcer. Well, actually, no, Pat's a little bit further to the right. One of the officials is near the TV replay. One is talking to the UTEP coaching staff. That's Eric Koch. Deanna Jackson's talking to the TV replay crew and was actually looking at a replay. Actually, she was looking at a replay. Rory Golbian, which was the head referee for today's game, he was actually the one talking to the stat crew. Now Paul Carmody has gotten involved. He's talking with Todd Wetmore and got his pointer out. So they're looking at something there. Two of the officials are now talking to the official score that wears the stripes behind the possession arrow. Now the third official that was looking at the monitor for a few minutes has come in. I wonder if they're on the same page. Now they've handed the official scorebook to Ryan. He and Paul Carmody and Todd Wetmore are looking at the official scorebook, but there's no referee there. They've moved back over to the TV crew. One is talking to the UTEP staff. Coach Green's just standing in front of his chair, quizzically looking on, waiting for some sort of an explanation. Now an official has gone to the monitor, so maybe they're looking at those three-pointers to make sure they were threes or twos. The score is either going to be 21-8 if all the twos were threes, 20-8 if one of the two was, or 19-8 if they were both twos. The scoreboard has now changed to 19-8. Live stats have changed back to 19-8. And I think that's what it's going to be. The only way it's not going to be that is if the officials do a review and determine that what they thought was a two was actually a three. But what a wild few minutes. Now they are actually going to the video monitor and taking a look. And then they've headed back to the live stats crew to talk to them. And someone's finally come over to talk to Coach Green. The fans are going to be disappointed because the scoreboard going into the quarter break said 21-8. They're going to go, where'd those 2 points go? But I think those of us that were following along with the live stats knew that the score should have been 19-8. I don't know why all of a sudden live stats went to 20-8. Well, now live stats have gone to 18-8. Well, that doesn't make sense. How did the Flames lose a point? That's not right. The Flames actually lost a point since the quarter. So a 2 became a 1? Well, this doesn't make any sense. There were 2 3-pointers in question. The scoreboard gave them 3s. The officials gave them 2s. But somehow now the Flames have, maybe another 3 was called a 2. There was another 3-pointer that was changed to a 2. I don't know. That is really strange. So Flames not only lost the 2 we thought they were going to lose, they lost another point. UTEP's got the basketball, a couple of shots down low and a block by Smuda. Then a scramble on the floor, which will be tied up, and Liberty will get the alternating possession. So I'm really curious now. There must have been a third 3 that's what they were looking at that turned into a 2. But I don't know how it's not 19-8 unless that's what happened. A third 3-pointer, well, not a third 3-pointer, but a third shot was changed that we weren't even aware of. Liberty throws the ball away, so the Flames with a turnover, and UTEP's back on offense after a strange, lengthy delay. Now the Miners will try a jump shot. Vedrova missed, but got her own rebound, kicks it around, and Mathis hits a 3. So we believe everything is settled now. I still don't understand it, but the score is 18-11 Liberty. So the largest lead was 10. as the Flames are fouled by Mbingwe, which is her second personal foul, I think. Yes, 2 on Mbingwe. Although the board only shows her having 1. Live stats show her having 2. Flames inbound to Ayestada. She missed a layup, and UTEP gets the rebound. There are a lot of things that are confusing here. As I say that, UTEP throws the ball away. So now the scoreboard has changed to show Mbingwe with 2 personal fouls. So she does have 2. Flames only have 18 points, and we thought that they would have 19. Near side three-pointer by Boone is short. The rebound goes out to UTEP. I'm gonna get on a text chain here with Paul Carmody and some of the others and see if we can get an explanation of why another point was taken away. UTEP on offense. Vedrova is cut off along the baseline. Has to kick it up top to Mbingwe, who's playing with 2 personal fouls. Now to Adams. Adams almost lost the handle, regains it with 8 seconds to shoot. Her pass is tipped away by Ayestadish. Flames come out with the basketball. Hess to Boone. Boone back to Hess. And she looks postward but doesn't have anything, so she'll wait for a screen, peels off of it, kicks across to Hodges. Hodges for 3, but it's an air ball. Rebound to UTEP. Liberty's up by 7. Miners with the basketball. Vedrova to Mathis. Now far side Adams. Adams looks inside for Mbingwe, but instead will bounce it up top to Vedrova. Vedrova steps through and scores with a little runner. Five straight points for UTEP. Boone with the basketball on the far side. Now up top to Ayestadish, into Smuda. Smuda goes on the left wing, or I should say the left block, and then banks it in. She was guarded by Mbingwe, who's playing with 2 personal fouls and had to play soft. Liberty 20-13 with 6:45 to go in the second quarter. Flames on defense, and they knock it away again. Ayestadish in the neighborhood, not sure who's going to be credited with the steal. She came away with the ball, gets it up court to Hodges. Hodges goes all the way through and lays it in on the finger roll. Liberty up by 9, 22-13, 6:20 to go. In this second quarter that has been, if nothing, confusing. Zita to Adams. Adams drives and draws a foul. So a couple of free throws ahead for UTEP. This will only be the 3rd and 4th free throws taken in the game so far. The Miners are 0 of 2. Flames haven't shot yet. On the season, Portia Adams is an 80% free throw shooter. She makes the first here. Foul call was against Hodges, her first. She is the first Flame starter with the foul. Brooke Moore also has 1 foul. And Mbingwe, as well as Moses, each have 2 fouls for UTEP. Moses Amanio. Mary Moses Amanio. But again, for the sake of me not passing out, I'm going to just shorten that to Moses. On the far side, Boone around to Hess, fakes the 3, drives, dips And passes underneath to Stout, but Stout missed the shot and then had the ball tied up after she got the rebound. Well-run offense, but the Flames have missed some from in close in this game so far. Liberty shooting percentage is 43%, and they're 2 of 7 from 3. UTEP 33% and 1 of 6 from 3. 8 UTEP turnovers, 5 for the Flames. Asensio out to Zita with 5:20 to go in this second quarter. Claudia Athene is checked in for the Flames as the pass comes near wing to Mathis. Her three-pointer's off the mark. Rebound is tipped into the corner and out of bounds to Liberty. We'll reset the lineup for you for the Flames. Claudia Athene is running the point. Peen Steenbergen, Emmy Stout is out there with Boone and Hess. Athene picked up her dribble and traveled. Flames with a turnover, which brings us to a timeout. 4:58 left to go here in this second quarter. Liberty up 22-15. And what has been a clunky game so far. We'll take a break as well and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
It's a new era for Liberty Flames baseball. First-year head coach Bradley LaCroix is ready to lead the Flames to new heights.
Our ultimate goal is to win championships, play in the postseason, and hopefully one day get to Omaha.
With a fresh roster and a clean slate, the Flames are taking aim at the best teams in Conference USA.
Deep to left, and out of here!
Be at Worthington Field at Liberty Baseball Stadium for all 31 home games. Season tickets at LibertyFlamesBaseball.com. You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Well, we've got a solution, or an answer, maybe not a solution, answer to our question of how 3 points came off the board between the first and second quarter. Well, what had happened was, as far as the scoreboard was concerned, when Elizabeth's shot was taken, that was a 2, 3 points were put on the board. Anna had a similar situation where she took a shot where her feet were on the line, and I thought they'd given her a 3 when it should have been a 2. They actually had put 4 points on the scoreboard when that happened. That's why things were very confusing. But after that was sorted out, now the one thing I don't know is how that affected that run that the Flames had at the end of the first quarter. I believe we had said it was a 9-0 run at the time. But I believe now it's an 8-0 run. So some slight changes to individual points and team points, but we believe everything is sorted now. Liberty's leading 22-15 means that the largest lead for the Flames was 10 at 18-8. Flames have trailed by as many as 2. UTEP with the basketball as we get back underway. Mathis on the near side to Tensaye. She tries to drive on Athene, defended extremely well, forced her into a difficult shot. It goes to the left, and the rebound is out of bounds to the Flames. Solid crowd on hand for it being such a nasty day here in Lynchburg. Cold and rainy, hovering around the freezing mark. Just above it, fortunately. Flames on their offensive side. Brooke Moore will drive, slides to the left, now back to the right, missed the shot, but Emmy Stout got the rebound and she's fouled. So Stout will shoot 2 free throws. These will be the first free throws of the game for Liberty. Every free throw the Lady Flames make this season will be 100 meals to local area food banks through the Food Line Feed Score to Give More campaign. Up to this point in the year, the Flames have secured 24,500 meals with a 75% mark. Stout makes the first. She has 3 points in the game. Coming off a 14-point game on Thursday night. Second free throw is off, and the rebound is out of bounds to UTEP. 23-15 Liberty. 4:15 to go until halftime. Mathis to Tensaye. Tensaye is cut off by Moore. Has to kick it back to Mathis. Almost lost it, but gets it back. Drives in, scores, and draws the foul. Chance for a 3-point play for Samayoa Mathis. From Sacramento, California, started her career at Salt Lake Community College. Makes the free throw and makes it a 5-point game. 23-18 Liberty. Under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Steenbergen on the far wing, dribbles to the top of the arc, looks back on the near side to Mills, gets it to her. Mills, crossover to Stout, top of the arc, far side, Athene, being guarded by Mathis. It kicks to Mills. Mills will drive and bounce it to Stout. Stout, nice catch, and can't quite get the finish though. Hung on the rim and fell off. Rebound to UTEP. And they're rolling the dice. And Mbingwa is still out there playing with 2 personal fouls. She's got the ball in the far side corner. Takes a couple of dribbles and then bounces it back to Tensaya. Right back to Mbingwa. Double team, and her pass back is deflected out of bounds by Moore. 10 seconds to shoot, 3:10 on the game clock. Liberty up by 5. UTEP putting it in play on the baseline in front of the Flames managers and some photographers. Right in the same corner of the end of the Liberty bench. On the inbounds, we're going to get an offensive foul called against UTEP. Dunja Zečević, who had just come into the game. Zečević from Serbia. It's about 15 minutes of playing time on average, and she gets a foul right as she steps on the court. She knocked Avery Mills to the floor. Liberty back on offense. That's the 9th UTEP turnover. The Flames have 6. Flames haven't hit a basket in about 3.5 minutes. They try to remedy that as Steenbergen dribbles on the near wing. She steps back for 3 and drains it. Peen Steenbergen, that was all on her. Created the shot with a jab step. Hits her second 3 of the game. Liberty up 26-18. UTEP back on offense. Adams over on the near side to Bedrova. Bedrova is cut off. Gets it back out to Tensaye. Her 3-pointer is good. So an answer from Yvonne Tensaye. She He has now 63 three-pointers on the season. And the Liberty lead is back to 5. Steenbergen tries to dribble into the paint and lost the basketball. UTEP back up court to Tensaye. Another three, and it's off. Rebound Liberty. Emmy Stout was able to get the board. 26-21. Flames. Athene works her way around a screen, has enough space to shoot. She fires and hits from 3rd Street. Liberty up 29-21. And the three-point shots are starting to fall. The Flames are up to 44%, 4 of 9 from outside the arc. UTEP going to try to answer. A three-pointer is blocked by Stout. Up court to Mills. Her three's off the mark, but Stout got the rebound, and it's out of bounds to UTEP. So the three-pointer from Zečević was the shot that was blocked by Emmy Stout. Liberty got the rebound all in one motion, which led to a good look from Avery Mills. She just couldn't quite capitalize. Stout had her hands on the rebound, but couldn't secure it. And UTEP will get the ball back with a minute to go in this second quarter. They trail by 8. Adams around a screen, lost the basketball, got it back, kicks out to Mathis. Mathis will drive and go back to Mbingwa, but she doesn't get a shot off in time. Horn sounds on the 30-second timer, and the Flames will get it back on the 10th turnover for UTEP. 42.9 to go until halftime. Flames would have rushed. They could have played 2 for 1, but it would have probably led to a bad offensive possession, so they're going to settle in and run the play. Stout in the high post on the near wing. Takes a couple of dribbles, hands off to Mills. Mills curls around to the top of the arc. 7 seconds to shoot. She now attacks, pulls, and banks it home on the left side. Flames up by 10 again. This matches their largest lead of the afternoon. Shot clock's off. 6 seconds to go for UTEP. Portia Adams will drive. Now fade from 15. It's an air ball. Steenbergen got the board as the horn sounds on the first half. Liberty up 31-21 on Senior Day in Liberty Arena after a confusing end of the second, or I should say end of the first quarter into the second quarter because of some scoring issues that finally got settled and sorted, where we didn't know the exact score for a little while. Flames actually lost 3 points off of the scoreboard going into the second quarter. It turns out a 2-point shot was called a 3, and another 2-point shot was somehow given 4 points on the scoreboard. I didn't even catch that myself. I thought they were both given as 3s on the board, but seems like everything is good to go now from a bookkeeping standpoint, and the Flames started to play a little bit better as well in the second part of the second quarter. Liberty led by 10 after 1, and they now lead by 10 after 2. UTEP on about a 2.5-minute scoring drought as we go into the intermission. We'll take a break. When we come back, Carl Miller Realty halftime show with Trey Lyle back in the studio here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord. And coming soon, Larry's Tire will expand to a new service center in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Start the new year with a new ride and the biggest savings yet from Lynchburg Nissan. Get $10,700 off MSRP, 0% for 72 months, and up to 40 miles per gallon. Plus, drive with confidence thanks to our 1,000,000-mile warranty. This is your moment to make that move you've been waiting for. With rates this low and discounts this high, the time to act is now. Stop by, call, or visit us online before the best selection is gone. Lynchburg Nissan, home of the 1,000,000-mile warranty.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com. The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report, presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team, proud supporter of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now let's get a check of the out-of-town scoreboard, built by Frank Good Builders.
Welcome into our Lynchburg studios. Your halftime score: Liberty 31, UTEP 21. I'm Trey Lyle. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday afternoon. Let's get to our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting in women's college basketball in Conference USA, only two other games going on right now, as currently New Mexico State 61, FIU 50 with 1:37 left in that one, and another game at the half. Sam Houston 36, Kennesaw State 32. As for the top 25 in women's college basketball, only one game going on right now at the half. West Virginia, number 18 team of the country, 27, Cincinnati 21. As for the men's college hoops, no action going on so far in Conference USA. First game set to tip at 3:30 between Kennesaw and Sam Houston. Of note in the men's side, in the Commonwealth clash going on in Blacksburg just went to half. Virginia 40, Virginia Tech 33. That game at the half now in that one. As for the top 25, going a couple finals for you. On the men's side, number 8, Texas A&M 69, Arkansas 61, number 23, Clemson 72, Florida State 46. As for the action going on right now in the top 25, 3:55 left in a hot contested one between the number 5 team Tennessee and Vanderbilt, 67-65. Number 5 team holding on to a slight lead against their in-state rival with 3:55 left. Number 16 Wisconsin 81, number 7 Purdue. Number 7 Purdue 74 with 2:58 left. Number 16 Wisconsin looking to pull off the upset against a top 10 Purdue team on the road. Just heading to halftime at number 13, Arizona 30, number 6, Houston 25. That, of course, is heading to half. And, of course, marquee game later today, 4 o'clock. Top matchup between the top 2 teams in the country, number 1 Auburn, number 2 Alabama, of course, happening later today. And that was your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. When we come back, we'll update you about your Liberty Flames. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tubs, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPro's 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Now back to the halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Welcome back to halftime here. Your score, Liberty 31, UTEP 21. To update you about your Liberty Flames, men's golf is in the Gator Invitational in Gainesville, Florida. Of course, track here in Lynchburg for the Darius Dixon Memorial Invitational. Softball fell earlier today in Clearwater to number 15 Missouri, 3-5. Women's lacrosse is set to currently take on VCU. And later tonight, men's basketball set to take on UTEP. Excuse me for that. Coverage starts 8:30 on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. And, of course, softball also back in action later today. About to start against Wichita State. When we come back, we'll head back out to Liberty Arena in Jamie Hall to get you ready for the second half. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
It's almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half. Presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. Lady Flames are on top of UTEP 31-21 here at the intermission. Take a look at those Larry's Tire and Auto stats for you. We'll start off with the shooting percentages. Flames in the first half, 45%, 13 of 29. UTEP was 8 of 25 for 32%. The Miners hit 2 of 10 from 3. The Flames hit 4 of 10 from 3. Pretty easy to do the percentages. 20% and 40%. Those numbers brought to you by Century Exteriors. Flames were 1 of 2 at the free throw line, and the Miners were 3 of 5. Rebounds were 21-14 Flames, 6-3 in offensive rebounds. Turnovers, 10-8 with UTEP giving the ball away a couple extra times. Points off turnovers, 16-3 Flames. Points in the paint, 14-12 Liberty. Second chance points, 3-3. And the Flames won the fast break battle, 10-0. Bench points, 18-6 in favor of Liberty. Liberty had an 8-0 run at the end of the first quarter. That was the largest run of the game. UTEP had a 5-0 run in the second quarter. Flames led by as many as 10, trailed by as many as 2, and were on top for 18 and 18 in the first half. 18 minutes, 18 seconds. UTEP led for 17 seconds of the first half. Pretty balanced attack for Liberty. Payne Steenbergen had 6 points. Jordan Hodges with 5. 4 points each for Bella Smuda and Avery Mills. 3 points for Emmy Stout and Claudia Athene. Anna Bedoza and Elizabeth Ayestadish each had 2. Emmy Stout's 5 rebounds led the way. Emma Hess did not score in the first half. She only took 2 shots, 0 of 2. Brooke Moore also played for a little over 9 minutes and did not score, but picked up a rebound and an assist and a block shot. For UTEP, their leading scorer was Heaven Mathis. Heaven Sayoma Mathis, that's a tough one. This UTEP team has some very, very difficult names. Just about everybody on the team, their name has to, at least either their first or last name has to be written phonetically. Portia Adams is one of the few exemptions. Everybody else, either the first name has got a bunch of hyphens in it and spelled phonetically, or the last name, or both. But again, she leads the way with 6 points. Tensaye has 5, and Adams has 4. Also Vedrova with 4. To lead UTEP, Tensaye, actually it is Asensio that leads them in rebounding with 3. Flames will have the basketball, start second half. Asia Boone at the top of the arc. Liberty goes from right to left. Flames in the red uniforms tonight, even though they're at home, with blue numbers, white trim. UTEP in the dark blue with orange numbers and white trim. Hess to the top of the arc. Smuda now on the far wing to Hodges. Hodges clears a little space, hooks a pass underneath to Smuda, who lays it in on the right side. The assist to Jordan Hodges, the points to Bella Smuda. And now a loose ball, and eventually is going to be tied up. The arrow will keep it with UTEP. But the Flames getting on the ground to try to force another turnover. They lead 33-21. Just underway in the third quarter. That was the most important stat. I don't think I told you that yet. Flames led by 10 at halftime as the ball goes on the interior to Mbengwa. She makes the catch and is able to finish. Right as Bella Smuda swooped in to try to block the shot. Liberty goes to Smuda back the other way and draws the foul and hits the shot. She'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. The pass came over the top and Mbengwa was fronting Smuda. So once Bella made the catch, a much smaller player had to slide underneath to defend and had no chance. It was Portia Adams. She picks up the foul. And Bella will take and make a free throw. Largest lead of the game for Liberty. They're up 13. And back on the defensive end. Tinsaye picks up her dribble, has to give it over to Vedrova. Vedrova goes along the baseline, and she's fouled by Ayestadish, who wasn't happy about the foul. There wasn't a lot there. Considering we've had very few fouls called in this basketball game, I don't believe either team got in the bonus as the inbound pass is taken away by Hess. She runs it the other way, but missed the layup. The rebound, though, offensively secured by Ayestadish. Over to Hess on the far side. She'll drive again, and this time finishes on the left side. First points of the game for Emma Hess, one of the Flames seniors that will be recognized after the game on Senior Day. Liberty 38-23. UTEP with the basketball. It goes inside to Mbengwa, but she lost it. Liberty back on offense to Ayestadish for three. Short. Smuda with the rebound, and she's knocked to the floor. Foul called against UTEP. Liberty will have 20 seconds to shoot. And they'll inbound on the near sideline. I'm not sure if that's right. That means 10 seconds ran off the clock. I guess that's possible. It would have just barely been 10 seconds. If the clock is under 20, then it resets to 20. But if there was 23, let's say, then the shot clock should have stayed at 23. Flames turned the ball over, though, so it's a moot point. They turned it over within about a second. And then a basket back the other way by Mathis has cut the Liberty lead down to 38-25. Liberty goes back underneath the Smuda. Smuda another catch and finish on the right side. Coach Green predicted that this might be a night for Bella, or an afternoon. UTEP going to try to answer with a long two. Vedrova hit the back rim, but an offensive board will reset things for UTEP. Mathis to Vedrova. Bounces it inside to Mbengwa, and she's able to finish right as Bella Smuda was coming across to attempt the shot block. There will be a timeout taken after the made basket for UTEP. So they'll have 2 timeouts remaining. One of the officials is talking to Coach Green at the moment. I'm not really sure what that conversation would be about, but might not have anything to do with the timeout in this spot, but there was something that needed to be discussed that got sorted out, and we're ready to take a break. 6:54 to go in the third quarter. Liberty leads 40-27 here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic, 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank & Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank & Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank & Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. Lady Flames on top 40-27. That timeout taken by UTEP is their second. They'll have 2 left. Flames have all 4 of their timeouts. 15-point lead a moment ago was the largest, matched the largest of the game. Flames used a 12-2 run to begin the second half to take their first 15-point lead. It's currently at 13. I want to say some hellos to folks that are listening in. Facebook and YouTube and on the app. A lot of ways that you can listen on the website. Linda in Lynchburg says congratulations to the seniors. 3 playing seniors. Well, actually 4. Anna Bedoza, Emma Hess, Bella Smuda, and Jordan Hodges, all seniors that are playing. Emily Howard and Caroline Shirey have eligibility left, but are all seniors as far as academics are concerned. Brooks listening in down in Georgia. Hello to Brooke, longtime supporter of the Lady Flames. Ron's in North Myrtle Beach. Philip is in Maryland. Thanks to everybody listening in on the various broadcasts. Flames with the basketball. They're going to go to the far side to Hodges, and a bullet pass under to Smuda, who is pretty much uncontested, lays it in. Another assist to Jordan Hodges, who has played well to begin this second half. She's got 5 points and 2 assists. Liberty on the defensive end, and Bengua has her shot hit the side of the backboard. Don't know if Smuda got a piece of it or if she just intimidated the shot. Either way, Liberty comes out with the ball. They lead by 15 and trying to add to that. Hodges to Ayastadish, and now far side to Hess. Hess with the blue Nikes. Flames with the red uniforms today. Now to Hodges. Up top to Smuda, who has the pink Nikes on. To Boone with the white Nikes. She'll take a jumper from the near wing. It's off the mark. A long rebound is picked up by UTEP. Mathis was then fouled by Boone. That is only the second team foul against the Flames. They've got a couple to give. It was the first personal foul against Asia Boone. No one on Liberty in any sort of foul trouble. Amy Stout, actually Brooke Moore has 2. No one else with more than 1. A few UTEP players with 2 as well. Vedrova on the far side to Mathis. Mathis now with Anna Bedoza guarding her. She just had checked into the game. Amy Stout is down low for Liberty. A pass goes across to Vedrova, and Vedrova's shot comes up short. Ayastadish gets the rebound. Liz playing with some hamstring difficulties that Coach Green told us about during pregame. She's wearing some pink tape on the back of her right hamstring. On the near side, it comes to Boone. Boone's three-pointer pops out. That's halfway down. Rebound UTEP. They'll push back the opposite way. Tensaye cross court to a wide open Portia Adams. Her three-pointer, though, is short. Boone gets the board. A couple of players collided, and Mathis ended up hard on the deck. Looks like she's okay. She's back up as it goes to Hess. Hess's three-pointer's off the mark. The rebound is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Liberty. 20 seconds to shoot. 4:43 to go in the third quarter. The Liberty lead is 15, and we are at a media timeout. And what has been a interesting day. We had a scoreboard glitch, some points that had to be taken away from the Flames between the first and second quarter. There's about 10 mascots in the building celebrating Sparky's birthday, which we still haven't been able to figure out exactly what number his birthday is, which birthday it is for him. And then I don't know how that translates to mascot years, if that's like dog years, but that is still my goal before we get off the air today, is to figure out exactly how old Sparky is and try to give you a better rundown of all the different mascots that are here. So a wild day, but right now the Flames are leading 42-27. We'll take a break and be back after this on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. Lady Flames are on top of UTEP 42-27. Liberty men will play out in El Paso later on tonight. Nice crowd in Liberty Arena. The announced attendance, 1826. And that's legit. I mean, there's a good crowd of folks here for Senior Day. Both sidelines, the section behind the Lady Flames bench, there's actually a couple of sections there. Half full, maybe more than half full, probably 3/4 full. Middle section and the section behind UTEP also in that same range, about 3/4 full. End zone's not as full, but the Liberty Pep Band is taking up their normal space. And then behind me, a good crowd of fans on the near sideline as well. On the inbounds, UTEP takes the ball away. Turnovers have been a problem for both teams as we get a foul called against the Flames. Looks like Elizabeth Ayestadish will pick up the personal. She actually has 5 assists in the game so far, a couple of points, 3 rebounds. Those 5 assists tie a career high. Flames on the defensive side. UTEP with the basketball. Asensio out to Tensaye. She'll dump a pass in the middle to Mbengwe. Her shot hits the back rim, and then she's going to pick up a foul trying to get the ball back. You could hear across the way. Coach Keitha Adams, that was frustration. Just get back, and that's exactly what it was. As Mbengwe picks up her third personal foul. But we'll stay in the game. Coach Adams has trusted her. She played through most of the first half with 2 fouls. Mills with the ball in the corner. Flames have the second unit out there exclusively as we get an offensive foul away from the ball on Emmy Stout. So Liberty with the turnover. Flames with 11, UTEP with 12. Neither team has scored in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Miners on offense, Asensio, one of 4 Spaniards playing in the game today between the 2 teams. We'll go over on the far side to Thelma Barbich, and she's getting her first minutes and hits a 3-pointer. That cuts the Liberty lead down to a dozen. There's still a lot of basketball left to be played. Flames opened up a couple of comfortable leads, but just haven't been able to extend it beyond 15. Anna Bedoza, she'll drive and draw a foul. A couple of free throws ahead for Anna. A 3-pointer, a moment ago from Barbich. She is redshirt freshman, started the game out in El Paso. That's the only start for her this year. Bedoza makes the first free throw. This is her 7th appearance for UTEP. Ana Bedoza, she is a senior from Spain. Barbich is from France. There's a lot of international players between these 2 teams. We'll go down the list of countries here in just a moment. Bedoza hits on both. Liberty pushes the lead back out to 14. Matter of fact, I believe this is the first time in the game that it's been that exact number. 3-pointer near wing Barbich, and she hits again. She's come in and scored 6 points right off the bat. Making a plea for more time, I'm assuming. She plays like that, why wouldn't you? Steenbergen with the ball for Liberty. She's going to drive through, miss the shot, but there to get the rebound is Emmy Stout, and she's able to stick it in. 46-33 Liberty. 2:37 left to go in the third quarter. Tensaye has Brooke Moore on her. Retreats out near midcourt, and now attacks, scoops through and missed the shot. The rebound is out of bounds to Liberty. Tensaye was defended extremely well by Brooke Moore, but that didn't deter her. She still tried to get the shot. It was a very high degree, or no, let me try that again. Yeah, high degree of difficulty. Low probability shot. Give credit to Liberty's defense. They got the ball now. Back on the offensive side. Mills, the top of the arc, will try to bounce it into Stout and kind of hit her in the knee. Flames with another turnover. UTEP back on offense. Tensaye outside to Asensio. Asensio dribbles on the far wing with Bedoza on her. Down to 10 seconds to shoot. She finally gets a little bit of space and rises up to hit a 3. Asensio, 31% shooter from outside the arc, has made this a 10-point game. Liberty with the basketball. Now it's knocked out of play by the Miners. So the Flames with 22 seconds to shoot and a minute and 30 to go in the third will inbound on the near sideline. Jordan Hodges back in. Bella Smuda has returned. Steenbergen, Moore, and Mills also on the court. Inbounds comes to Mills. Mills will dribble to the middle, pull up from 15 and hit. Avery Mills used a little bit of a screen to slip over to the free throw area and hit for her 6th point of the game. Flames up by a dozen. Barbich, another 3. but this off to the right. However, offensive rebound by Mbengwe, and she'll reset it back out to Asensio. Asensio dribbles around the screen at the top, goes to the far wing, and has her pocket picked by Moore, but Moore couldn't clean it up. Now it's loose on the floor, and Mbengwe is going to get a shot up, but missed it, and Bella Smuda gets the rebound. She's harassed and has to pass it over on the far side to Mills, but Flames do secure it. They'll bring it across half court, leading 48-46 with 35 seconds to go until the end of the third quarter. About a 17-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Steenbergen tries to throw a pass over to Smuda, but it was behind her. Liberty with the turnover. UTEP back on offense, and Mbengwe draws a foul. Mills got back defensively and did well to keep her from getting the layup. Now Mbengwe will have to do it at the free throw line, where she is a 68% shooter. So much potential. She is still very raw, but can shoot free throws at a pretty good rate, 68%. She's averaging 8.5 points, about 7.5 rebounds. With 1 year of eligibility left, she continues to develop, maybe a little more strength. She could be an all-conference type player next year for UTEP. First free throw was good. The second one was as well, but there's going to be a lane violation that wipes it off. So the lead holds at 48-37. Flames can hold for the final shot. Jordan Hodges across half court. Gives to Moore, back to Hodges, back to Moore. Moore around the screen, will drive and goes to the right side where she banks it in. Time's going to expire on the third quarter. Brooke Moore takes some momentum into the break for the Flames. They're up by 13. And we'll have our final 10 minutes of play when we come back from this break on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at GentryLock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
It's a new era for Liberty Flames baseball. First-year head coach Bradley LaCroix is ready to lead the Flames to new heights.
Our ultimate goal is to win championships, play in the postseason, and hopefully one day get to Omaha.
With a fresh roster and a clean slate, the Flames are taking aim at the best teams in Conference USA.
Deep to left.
Be at Worthington Field at Liberty Baseball Stadium for all 31 home games. Season tickets at LibertyFlamesBaseball.com. Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
As we start the fourth quarter, the Lady Flames are on top of UTEP 50-37. Liberty has held UTEP to only 36% from the field, 14 of 39. Liberty themselves 49%, 21 of 43. Flames 4 of 13 from 3. UTEP 5 of 15. Liberty is now 4 of 5 at the free throw line. The Miners are 4 of 6. Rebounding is 31-18 Flames, and this is coming after Liberty was actually out-rebounded in the first meeting between these two teams. A Liberty victory, but nevertheless, UTEP out-rebounded them by 4 in El Paso. Turnovers are 13 apiece. Bella Smuda now has 13 points on 6 of 7 shooting and 6 rebounds in 15 minutes of playing time. She leads all scorers. Let me try that again. Ioya Mathis is the leading scorer for UTEP with 8. And we're talking about the different countries represented in this game. For UTEP, Mozambique, Serbia, Turkey, Spain, Italy, Uganda, Czech Republic, another Spain, another Uganda. For the Flames, a couple of Spaniards, the Netherlands, Canada a couple of times over, Iceland. There is a lot of flavor and culture in this basketball game. Liberty with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Emma Hess on the far wing to Hodges. Hodges tries to get it inside. It's deflected back to her, and then a kick ball. That'll reset to 20, and the Flames will inbound on the far sideline. 17 seconds into the fourth quarter. Liberty has the starting lineup back out as it goes to Hess. Hess is cut off on the baseline, has to bounce it into Smuda. Smuda, double team, slips into the paint, and they're going to call her for an extra step. She got hung up between two UTEP defenders, and I think that made it look awkward. But I'm not sure if she actually took an extra step. She's got such long strides. I'm not positive. 2-point jumper on the near sideline is good by Densaye. Yeah, I just watched the replay, and I don't think Bella did travel. I think it just looked awkward because as she was going to the paint, she got caught wedged between two UTEP players, but I think if there would have been nobody standing there and she would have finished that same amount of steps, it wouldn't have been called. Smuda with the basketball. She's going to turn and miss from about 15 with the shot clock running down. With that 2 a moment ago. UTEP has made this an 11-point game. (50-39). And now an offensive foul. Or is it? Nope. Actually, it's going to be an arm bar. I thought the signal was going to be for a moving screen, but it's actually a foul called against the Flames. So Liberty led 50-37 after 3. We've only had 2 points scored so far in the fourth quarter. And a jumper on the far side is off the mark by UTEP. Liberty with a rebound. Hess with the basketball. She's able to step through. They're going to count the basket. Emma Hess will go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play, an NBA-style continuation for Emma. And Coach Adams is beside herself. And I know I usually wear the rose-colored glasses, but Coach Adams is correct. That was definitely not in the act of shooting, but Emma's going to go to the line and finish off the 3-point play. Flames lead 53-39. That would have only, as that was only the first foul against UTEP. If that's called on the floor, it's just Liberty inbounding the basketball. Instead, the Flames get 3 points out of it. Now a missed jumper by the Miners, and the Flames go right back on offense. Sliding into the basket is Jordan Hodges, and she's able to bank it in. Liberty now with their largest lead of 16. Back on the other end, and Bingwe takes it on the low block. She draws the foul and hits the shot. And Bingwe will shoot a free throw. Smuda picked up her first personal foul. The Liberty lead is back to 14. Bingwe has 9 points on the game, 5 rebounds, but also has 4 fouls that she's playing with. Missed the free throw. Liberty goes back to Smuda, who kicks to Hodges, up top to Hess, now on the near wing to Ayestadish, who hands off to Boone. Boone's going to drive along the line and get it over to Hodges, who had to tip it back from going out of bounds to Hess, to Ayestadish for 3. It's short. Rebound to Asensio. UTEP's going to try to run, and there was Boone to deflect the ball out of bounds. The official under the basket said Liberty ball, and that was not correct. So fortunately for her, one of her teammates came down and corrected the play, and UTEP has the basketball. Good teamwork, not just between the players in blue and red, but also the players in gray and black. UTEP, Tensaye is able to clear a little bit of space with a pump fake. Missed the shot, though, and the Flames get the rebound. Boone down court to Hess, and it's fumbled out of bounds. Flames have not played this game cleanly. That is their 15th turnover. And I'm going to say vast majority of those were not really forced turnovers, just miscues. Back the other way, Asensio got past Boone, was under the hoop, and then just kind of double-handed scoop and missed. That was a strange play. I think she could have just shot that like a normal layup and would have been all right. Hess back the other end, tries a 3, but missed it. The Flames almost lost the offensive rebound, and then Ayestadish gets it back, throws a bullet under to Smuda, who lays it in. That was not very pretty, but it worked. Flames up 57-41, matching their largest lead of the game. 6:15 left as Vedrova will drive and give off to Barbic, and she's able to lay it in. And has played extremely well since coming in late in the ball game. Flames Boone is open for 3, but it rattles out. UTEP gets the rebound and almost stolen back, and now it's actually loose on the floor and will be stolen back by the Flames. Both teams sloppy. Hess wide open for 3. Got it. Emma Hess takes advantage of the miscues. She's now moving up the scoring numbers a little bit with 8 points, and the Flames lead by 17. And Bingwe lost the handle. Flames get the basketball back. Boone across half court. Will bounce it into Smuda, who's wide open but missed the layup. Maybe a little bit of pressure coming back for UTEP, but not much. Now we're going to get a foul against Liberty as there was a mismatch. Smuda was still trying to get back into the play after a shot attempt on the opposite end. Boone was guarding Mbingwe and had to foul her. Flames still have a foul to give. UTEP has 3 fouls to give, meaning this will be an inbounds. Flames' second unit will come back in. Second unit plus Ana Bedoza. Sometimes if you say second unit, it could be plus Claudia Athene. Flames have 3 point guards, 11 players available total. UTEP gets it up top to Barbic. She's going to try another 3 and nails it. That was not an easy shot. She has certainly made a case for herself being the player of the game for UTEP, no doubt about it. As the Flames go down low, Brooke Moore missed the shot. Stout got the rebound, but then missed as well. Moore almost stole the ball back. UTEP with the ball up court. Barbic another 3, short. Offensive rebound though, Vedrova, and she lays it in. Just like that, it's back to a 12-point game. Flames have not been able to put away UTEP with 4:25 left in the ball game. Bedoza has some space. Kicks it back outside to Steenbergen, who's open for 3 and rattled it in. She does a little dab on the way back up court. Flames up 63-48. Peen's had a solid game as well. As driving to the basket is Zeta, and she has her shot rejected down by Stout. UTEP keeps it though. After Barbich saved it from going out of bounds, it goes over on the far wing to Tensaye, and her shot is off the mark. Brooke Moore high above the rim to get the board. And Liberty back on offense, leading by 15. Bedoza around the double screen. We'll go back to Steenbergen. Steenbergen steps to the left. Three-pointer is too strong. Bedoza, though, with the offensive board to Moore. And we're going to have a fight under the basket. Not literally a fight, but scramble under the hoop, and a foul called against UTEP. Which brings us to our under 5 media timeout. 3:30 left in the ball game. Liberty 63. UTEP 48 on Senior Day here at Liberty Arena. Seniors will be recognized after the basketball game. We're going to try to bring that ceremony to you on the air. It's also Sparky's birthday, and he's had some mascots from all over the region here to wish him a happy birthday. And I think they're going to be coming back out one more time, because actually I don't see the mascots. They were kind of meandering through the crowd a little bit throughout the half. So I think we might get to see them one more time, and if they do come back out on the court, we'll flip the camera around for those that are watching on YouTube and Facebook so that you can see. But let's take our final break with 3.5 to go, and the Flames leading by 15 here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Well, no mascots. Maybe they've already made their way home to their respective normal nesting spots, hibernating areas. So I'm going to have to go off memory, but I believe the other mascots that were here celebrating Sparky's birthday, App State's Mountaineer was here. I know that for sure. The Hillcat, Southpaw, was here. Saw both of the Wolfpack mascots from NC State. There was a cat. I don't know if I ever figured out who the cat was associated with. I'm forgetting some others because there was probably about 8 other mascots here. Flames are on top 63-48 with clock running now and 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the ball game. Flames trying to get a pass inside to Moore. It's stolen away. That has been the one problem for Liberty in this game. 16 turnovers, although I say that, and that's actually below their average. So they're on pace to have about a normal game as far as turnovers are concerned, but it just seems like it's been sloppy as now UTEP throws the ball away. And that is their 15th turnover of the game. They also average 18. Foul called on UTEP. will give the Flames an inbounds with 2:53 left and 20 on the shot clock. Claudia Athene will check back into the game for Liberty. Anna Bedoza will come out. Flames seniors that are going to be recognized after the game have scored 23 of the 32 points in the second half and 10 of the 13 in the fourth quarter. But a freshman's going to try to score right now. Avery Mills' jumper's off the mark. Rebound to Amy Stout, and then she's called for a 3-second violation. Maybe, well, I don't know, was it a 5-second call? Didn't look like she was actually in the paint. Of course, there's no actual paint here in Liberty Arena. It's just a slightly darker wood grain in the lane. Either way, that's another Flames turnover, which is 17. Jumper from Vedrova is short, and Liberty gets the rebound. Claudia Athene will dribble across half court. Has it on the far wing. To Mills. Mills throws a bullet to Stout. Stout missed the shot. I guess I've had a chance to look at the replay. One of Emmy's feet were in the paint on that previous 3-second violation. One of the feet were out. So I'm going to assume, because I don't know that rule, that one in is in. Flames inbound to Steenbergen. Steenbergen is able to cup the ball with her left hand and go to the basket and score. Look like a running back. A Heisman pose through the paint. Liberty leads 65-48, matching their largest lead of the game. Vedrova tries to emulate what Peen did on the other end. She does it with the right hand. Draws a foul and will shoot a couple of free throws. There has been very little flow to this basketball game. It's been kind of clunky. But defensively, Coach Green is going to love the way this has played out. His team has held UTEP to 36% shooting. 48 points as the first free throw was off the mark. The second one is good. 65-49 Liberty. Peen Steenbergen with 11 points. Now joins Bella Smuda in double figures. Bella's on the bench with 15. Barbich has 11 for UTEP as Emmy Stout gets the ball on the low block. And back to Athene, who is able to finish things off. So Claudia with 2. She now has 5 points. UTEP answers back the other way. So as I said, things had been clunky. The offenses have picked up the last 2 possessions. Brooke Moore near wing, 3-pointer is an air ball. Rebound to UTEP. Flames are up by 16, under a minute to go. Comes down court to Barbich. She missed the layup, and Stout gets the board for the Flames. Out to Athene. 67-51, and Liberty turns the ball over. UTEP back the other way. Look down for a second, and unfortunately you miss a turnover. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But UTEP does have the basketball. A runner is off the mark by Tensaye, and Flames get the board. Liberty does have a 45-26 rebounding edge. They were out-rebounded by UTEP the last time these two teams played. It's about a 2-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. It's not going to matter because there is an offensive foul called against Liberty, which will be turnover number 19. With 13 seconds to go, the Miners down by 16 will run their offense. Tensaye drives, now steps back for a long 2 that goes in. Flames will inbound and let the horn sound, and an anticlimactic ending to this basketball game that, like I said, never really had any flow. Liberty did get a 12-2 run to start the second half. They had an 8-0 run in the first quarter. A couple of smaller runs for UTEP along the way, 5-0, something like that. But just wasn't clean. A lot of turnovers. And, well, I mean, the total amount of turnovers wasn't crazy. It's actually below the two teams' averages if you add it together. Flames with one more than they normally would have, and UTEP 3 less than they normally would have. But still, it just didn't seem like anytime a little bit of a rhythm, like the teams got into a little bit of a rhythm, then there would be 3 straight bricks or 3 straight turnovers, and it just never really kind of gelled the way that you would have hoped. But if you're a Flames fan, all that matters is the final score, and Liberty gets the win 67-53. And with the victory, it's now an 18-6 record on the season for the Lady Flames, 11-2 inside of Conference USA. The Miners are 9-14 on the year and 2-10 in CUSA. We'll have a complete look at the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard a little bit later on with Trey, but I do want to take a glance at it to see if there's any finals, and there is one final. New Mexico State beat FIU down in Miami. Jacksonville State is on top of Louisiana Tech 13-0. Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky are in a battle. Middle leading by 1 at halftime, and Sam Houston is up by 13 on Kennesaw State in the fourth quarter. So no other, well, only one other game that we can pencil in as far as a final is concerned, and really at the top of the standings, not much there. FIU, which was in a tie for 4th, will now fall out of that tie, at least for the moment. They're at 6-7. Louisiana Tech will be at 6-6, but if they would lose, then FIU would come back into 4th place. But at the top of the standings, Middle Tennessee up by a game on the Flames, or half a game, I should say. And WKU is a game and a half behind the Flames. So the outcome of that matchup is going to be very crucial in Murfreesboro. If Western Kentucky, who's trailing currently by 1, were to win that game, they would get back within, they would pull a half game closer to Liberty, but then the Flames would actually then move ahead of Middle Tennessee by a half a game. So we'll certainly have some eyes on the second half of that ball game. But ultimately, Liberty and Middle Tennessee will still play each other one more time. And let's turn it over to PA announcer Pat Finnegan for the Senior Day recognition.
To the Lady Flame success, both on and off the court. Our first is senior manager Cody Crittenden. Cody has spent 3 seasons with the Lady Flames, including 1 as a practice player and the last 2 as a manager. After graduating with a bachelor's degree in aeronautics, he plans to be a flight instructor with the eventual goal of flying for the airlines. Cody is escorted by his parents, David and Tara Crittenden, along with his siblings, Cassidy and Colt. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Crittenden.
Listening to the
Next up is manager Lily Beth Johnston. A nursing major, Lily Beth has served the Lady Flames as a manager for the last 3 seasons. After graduation, she plans to work as a cardiothoracic ICU. Today, Lily Beth is escorted by her parents, Shane and Allison Johnston, her siblings, Hattie and Elias, and her fiancé, Jonathan Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, Lily Beth Johnston. Our next senior is manager Sophie Sanders. Sophie has spent the last 4 years as a manager for the Lady Flames. After graduating with a degree in exercise science, Sophie plans to go back to school to pursue a doctorate in physical therapy. Today, she's escorted by her parents, Matt and Beth Sanders. Ladies and gentlemen, Sophie Sanders. Next up is number 0, Jordan Hodges. A 4-year member of the Lady Flames, Hodges is a sports psychology major. After graduation, the Richmond, Virginia native plans on working with children in counseling and sports. Today, Jordan is escorted by her parents Melvin and Charlotte Hodges and her sister Bailey. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Hodges. Our next senior is number 11, Caroline Shirey. A native of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Shirey has spent the last 3 seasons with the Lady Flames. She's on track to graduate in December with a bachelor's degree in strategic communications. Caroline is escorted by her parents, John and Missy Shirey. Ladies and gentlemen, Caroline Shirey. Next up is number 14, Emily Howard. The Vancouver, British Columbia native has spent the last 4 years at Liberty. After completing a bachelor's degree in sport management, Howard plans to continue playing for the Lady Flames as she works toward a master's in counseling with the goal of counseling for athletes' mental health. Today, Emily is escorted by her mother, Christine Howard. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Howard. Our next senior is number 22, Ana Badosa. A native of Girona, Spain, Badosa is in her first year at Liberty after transferring from Franklin Pierce. After graduating this summer with a master's degree in strategic communications, Badosa hopes to continue playing professionally in Spain. Today, Ana is escorted by teammate Claudia Asin. Ladies and gentlemen, Ana Badosa.
We're listening in to the Lady Flames senior recognition.
Next up is number 23, Emma Hess. The Beaver Creek, Ohio native has spent the last 4 years with the Lady Flames. She's currently working on a master's degree in sport management after completing a bachelor's in criminal justice. After graduation, Hess hopes to continue her basketball career by playing overseas. Today, Emma is escorted by her parents, Darich and Jen Hess. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Hess. Rounding out our senior class is number 31, Bella Smuda. A 5-year member of the Lady Flames, Smuda hails from Exton, Pennsylvania. She's working toward a master's degree in elementary education after completing a bachelor's in psychology. After this season, Smuda is planning to either complete her master's degree or play basketball professionally. Today, Bella is being escorted by her parents, Jimmy and Gloria Smuda, and her brother, Josiah. Ladies and gentlemen, Bella Smuda. Fans, how about one more round of applause for our 9 Lady Flames seniors?
And what a group that's graduating this year.
And fans, for those of you staying for Despicable Me, make sure to stick around.
Yeah, that's right, Pat. Stick around. I guess we're watching Despicable Me after the game. I didn't even know that. But as you heard Pat say, with a lot of those Lady Flames seniors, not only did they finish up with an undergrad degree, but they, in many cases, have already gotten their master's degree as well. So are working towards it. What a great group. They've still got a lot of basketball to play this year and a lot of things to accomplish. But Jordan Hodges, Caroline Shirey, Emily Howard, Ana Badosa, Emma Hess, and Bella Smuda all have contributed in many ways. And Emily Howard and Caroline Shirey actually could continue to play, although both are dealing with an injury this season. They do have eligibility left, but it's going to be there's going to be a lot of tears when they play their last game, but let's hope that that's somewhere in the NCAA tournament about 2 months from now. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue on with our post-game show brought to you by Coca-Cola here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Lady Flames knock off UTEP 67-53.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Start the new year with a new ride and the biggest savings yet from Lynchburg Nissan. Get $10,700 off MSRP, 0% for 72 months, and up to 40 miles per gallon. Plus, drive with confidence thanks to our million-mile warranty. This is your moment to make that move you've been waiting for. With rates this low and discounts this high, the time to act is now. Stop by, call, or visit us online before the best selection is gone. Lynchburg Nissan, home of the million-mile warranty.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brauburgers. More information is available at crossroadsfamilydentistryva.com.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Coming up, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair will present the final game statistics. Head coach Kerry Green will stop by to give his thoughts on the game, and we'll update the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Now let's head back inside the arena for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Welcome back. Welcome back inside our Lynchburg studios. Your final score, Liberty 67, UTEP 53. Flames get the win on Senior Day. Trey Lau here with you. Now time for Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting in Conference USA, the other final outside Liberty game is New Mexico State 65, FIU 55. The action going on right now. 39 seconds left. Sam Houston 65, Kennesaw State 53. West Kentucky is trailing by 1 to Middle Tennessee at the half, 36-35. Actually, they just tipped off the third, and it is now 38-35 Middle Tennessee. 7:28 left in the second quarter. Jacksonville State 21, Louisiana Tech 9 in that one as well. As for the top 25, two games going on right now. 12 seconds left between West Virginia and number 18 West Virginia and Cincinnati. West Virginia looks like they're going to win with no time now left, 69-50 over Cincinnati. And at half, number 25 Baylor 39, Texas Tech 38. Moving to the men's hoops, only one game currently going on in Conference USA. Sam Houston 30, Kennesaw State 26. Of course, the Liberty game slated for 9 p.m. tonight with coverage starting at 8:30. An intense one going on in the Commonwealth before we get to the top 25. Virginia 73, Virginia Tech 70 with under a minute to go in that one. As for the top 25, action going on right now, number 6 Houston 59, number 13 Arizona 58 with 39 seconds left. Halftime between number 12 Texas Tech and Oklahoma State. Texas Tech leads 43-24. Number 21 Missouri 26, Georgia 20 with 7:39 left. And a couple finals for you. Number 8, Texas A&M 69, Arkansas 61. Number 23, Clemson 72, Florida State 46. Number 5, Tennessee 81, Vanderbilt 76. Number 16, Wisconsin 94, Purdue 84 in that one. And, of course, marquee game of the day, number 1 versus number 2, as Virginia Tech will take on, as Auburn will take on Alabama, number 1 versus number 2. And we got a final for you, as Virginia did beat Virginia Tech 73-70 in that one. That game just went final in Blacksburg. So the two Commonwealth opponents in the ACC split their season series in an intense game in that one. When we come back, we'll head back to the Liberty Arena. I think we'll have enough time. We'll talk to Coach. We'll also talk to our player of the game. You'll also hear the play of the game. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
It's a new era for Liberty Flames baseball. First-year head coach Bradley LaCroix is ready to lead the Flames to new heights.
Our ultimate goal is to win championships, play in the postseason, and hopefully one day get to Omaha.
With a fresh roster and a clean slate, the Flames are taking aim at the best teams in Conference USA.
Deep to left, and out of here.
Be at Worthington Field at Liberty Baseball Stadium for all 31 home games. Season tickets at LibertyFlamesBaseball.com.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
You've been listening to live radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Liberty goes to Smuda back the other way and draws the foul and hits the shot. She'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. And Bella Smuda is our Thompson Brooks Insurance player of the game. We're going to get a chance to talk to her coming here in just a minute. The team is just now getting out of the locker room after the long senior day recognition, which is always fun to see. A lot of these parents and family members are here for a lot of the games anyway, but when everybody kind of gets back into town for the senior, you see some familiar faces from over the 4 years, and those Lady Flames I know are happy for the support that they get on a regular basis. As far as the Lady Flames senior group, they all played pretty well today. Gave you some of those numbers. At one point, they'd scored 10 of the 13 points in the fourth quarter. Liberty finishes up with a 67-53 win against UTEP. Let's take a quick look at your Larry's Tire and Auto stats as we wait for Bella. Liberty finishes up the game shooting 47% from the field. They held UTEP to 37%. The Flames were 6 of 21 from three. That's 29%, below their season average. They held UTEP to a similar number, 6 of 20, 30%. That was brought to you by Century Exteriors. UTEP was 5 of 9 from the free throw line. The Flames were 5 of 6. Another 500 meals donated to local area food banks through the Food Line Feed Score to Give More campaign. Liberty won the rebounding battle 45-26. That's after losing the rebounding battle at UTEP. Even though Liberty won the game in El Paso, they were out-rebounded by 4 back in January, but not tonight or today. Liberty also a 14-7 advantage in offensive boards. LU with 19 turnovers, UTEP with 15. Flames had 15 assists. The Miners had 12. Points off turnovers, 23-16 Flames. Points in the paint, 38-24 Liberty. Second chance points, 9-7 LU. Fast break points, 13-2 Flames. And bench points, 33-21. Bella Smuda was Liberty's leading scorer. She had 15 points and 7 rebounds. Peen Steenbergen off the bench had 11 points. Emma Hess with 8. And Emmy Stout had 5 points and 9 rebounds. Thelma Barbich led the way for UTEP. She had 13 points. And we're now joined by Bella Smuda. You've kind of been through these senior days already.
Yeah, I know. I got double. I'm so sorry. I got double. Feels like a scam, but
that's well. I mean, you got some flowers, and you got some. Got a nice. Did you get a plaque last year too with photo in it?
With the jersey, I didn't, but I think because they knew I was coming back, so I'm sure they'll give us at the end of the year hello with the jersey.
Gotcha. The fact that Senior Day was happening with some games left to be played, even some home games left to be played, did that take a little bit of the emotion, in a good way, kind of out of it?
Yeah. I think, like, being able to just – I'm sorry, my mom is distracting me, so you might have to repeat that question.
I wish
She's
we had
over here dancing.
If we could point the camera.
I was about to just make up an answer. I was about to make up an answer and be like, hopefully I answer what he just asked. But I'm not going to lie, you might have to repeat the question because I was like, what is she doing?
We got the camera around just in time for the folks that are watching on YouTube and Facebook. They were able to see just a little bit of that. Now we'll put it back on who's important, and that's you.
So funny.
I don't even remember what the question was.
You said something about how Senior Day. I think you said Senior Day and how it's like being there before, like, takes the emotion, like, maybe.
Right.
Is that what you said, right? Okay.
And that there's more games to be played.
Yes,
it's not like your last home game.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Like, I think it is nice that, it's not the last game because I think that would be really emotional and, like, hard to kind of get that, like, mentality of playing a game. But I think that we do have more games left to play, and I think, this team is really special, and it's just beautiful to see, like, I don't know, how we are able to celebrate each other, like, even before the game, doing our little Senior Day stuff. It's just, it's really special.
And the seniors played pretty well. I think Paul sent over a stat at one point. You guys had scored 10 of the 13 points in the fourth quarter at that time, so it seemed like, you're taking a little pride. Yeah. It wasn't the prettiest of games. It was kind of ugly.
It had moments. I think that's what we need to work on, being a little more consistent at times because we'll have great, like, stretches, and then we'll kind of go a little, whatever. So just being more consistent definitely needs to be addressed. I mean, we need to work on.
I think what people don't realize, or some fans may realize this, but once you get to conference play, there's no secrets. Everybody knows everybody. These coaches have been around for a while. They kind of know their styles. You're not going to really sneak up on anyone. So even though you may look at the records and you got a team that's 2-9 coming in, but they've seen you play already, and so they're going to be in there battling, and that's certainly the case because anytime you guys got a little bit of a lead, it seemed like UTEP was able to go on a little run of their own.
Yeah, that's the thing about our conference. Like, there's not like every team, even if they're not having the best record, they're still, like, fighting. It's not like they're just going to lay down and die. I don't feel like we have any teams in our conference that are like, oh, this is going to be an easy win by 30. Like, everyone's competing every single night, and that's why even when you look at the scores, I feel like it's pretty rare that you see. I mean, there are going to be some, like, 30-point wins, but it's not like that's a consistent thing. So I think it's like, it's definitely a pretty – I feel like this year it's a pretty even conference where, it's – if anyone – if you're having a bad game, like, it's anyone's game, I would say.
Your head coach was talking before the game, and he predicted that you were going to be the one sitting here after the game, and I think that goes to Thursday night more than anything that he saw today.
Yeah, that's funny that he said that. That actually means a lot that he said that. I think I didn't have the best game on Thursday, so I wanted to come out strong today and have a aggressive game because I don't feel like I was as aggressive on Thursday. And yeah, that's the beauty of basketball. You get to, especially like I could never beat football. I don't know how they do that, where they have a whole week. Like if you had a bad game, you have like a whole week to sit on that. But it's nice about basketball. You have a bad game, you can bounce back 2 days later. So
imagine the Olympics.
I know. If you have a bad game, you have to wait 4 years.
And you might be too old by then. You might not be good enough.
At that point, it might be
their
only shot.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes you get one chance.
Yeah.
I believe there's a song about that. We turned the camera around a little bit earlier, and we showed your parents and your sister. I think it was your sister, right? She was.
No, that was Sophie.
It was Sophie. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, that was so.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit more about your family. You've got a new sister. You've got an adopted sister,
Yeah,
Sophie, who was also recognized today.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go in the correct order here. Sometimes Sophie Sanders and the behind-the-scenes folks don't get as much attention or recognition as they deserve.
Yeah.
But Sophie is one of the seniors that was recognized, and that managerial staff, I guess you could call it, they mean a lot to you guys.
No, definitely. Sophie's one of my best friends. Like, me and her were roommates, actually. And, like, in all of the seniors who were recognized, even the managers who weren't recognized, like they do so much for this team. Like if there's ever an issue, like we can go to them, they can help us. They're the ones who are getting us, like, in the middle of the game, it's like, I need a hair tie, can you go get me a hair tie? Or I need a whatever. Like they're waiting at us hand and foot, and they treat us really, they do so much hard work for us, and so I appreciate them. I'm glad they were able to get celebrated tonight.
And now let's go back to your family.
Yeah.
And you can talk about the dance moves if you would like, but just more about the support system that they provide.
Yeah, they mean the world to me, all of them. Like, my sister's not able to be here because she's actually playing basketball too for college. But, all of my family, they mean the world to me. Like, everything they've done, sacrifices they've made just to even get me to this point. Like, I wouldn't be playing Division I basketball without them, my mom and my dad, taking me to these AAU tournaments when I was a kid, and saving up money to stay in these hotels just so that I could get an opportunity. And so I'm just so grateful for all of these sacrifices they've made for me.
Well, that seems like the perfect way to end the conversation.
Yes.
A solid win on senior day. Still got a lot of basketball left to play.
Yeah.
Be in Miami this time next week, which will probably
That'll
be
be
nicer
nice.
than being in Lynchburg with another snowstorm being predicted for the middle of next week. Are you ready to just get spring on,
I am. I'm not, because I don't want, basketball to end. Like, I know when spring comes, it's like, basketball's over, but I am excited for some more weather, I won't lie.
Well, you got Miami to enjoy.
Yeah.
For at least
like
a couple of days.
24 hours.
Pretty much for about 24 hours. Quick business trip and back on the road home again. Although then it's actually another road trip. So Georgia's probably going to be a little bit warmer than here. Alabama will be nicer.
We'll be on the road the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, and south, which is the good thing about Conference USA, we're about as north as it gets. Us in Western Kentucky and Delaware coming in next year will make it a little bit further north, but it's pretty much a southern conference. Not quite as southern as A-Sun. I sort of miss those Florida trips. We got a bunch of Florida trips in the A-Sun. But we'll get one next week, and that'll be fun. Another tough game against FIU, but a nice win today against UTEP. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
That was Bella Smuda, our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. We're going to get Coach Kerry Green on here in just a minute, but it'll give me an opportunity while Coach makes his way over, who's actually talking to the Smuda family at the moment. And we'll get a word with him here in just a second and then wrap up the broadcast. But I think I gave you just about everything I needed to as far as the stats were concerned. The one thing I didn't say was how the game kind of progressed. The Flames led 18-8 after one. For a moment we thought it was a little more than that, but then there was a kind of a review of some scoring, and some points were added to the board that shouldn't have been there, and actually 3 points came off of the scoreboard. There was a situation where one 2-point basket was put up as a 3, another where a 2-point basket was put up as a 3, and someone tried to correct it and say, no, that should have been a 2, but instead of taking away a point, another point was added, so that 2-point basket became a 4. And so when it was all sorted out, it was 18-8 after one. The Flames led 31-21 at halftime. They were up 50-37 after 3, and they win 67-53, having led by as many as 17 and having trailed by 2 on the first basket of the game. With the win, the Flames are now 18-6, 11-2 in the conference. UTEP is 9-14, and they are 2-10 in the conference. And we are awaiting the result of Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee, which will finish up probably in the next hour or so, to find out if the Flames are in second place or in first place when they go to sleep tonight. Now we have Coach Kerry Green on. And, Coach, I know you don't – it's too early in the season to worry about the scoreboard watching, but I will give you a little preview. There's quite a game going on in Murfreesboro right now between Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee. It was a 1-point game at halftime.
Yeah. Well – maybe they go in 5 or 6, 7 overtimes, and our situation. We're in a perfect situation. We control our destiny, or at least not our destiny, but our seeding as we go into the tournament. So, it can turn upside down, and. We want to run the tables, but we just need to get more consistent and do the things we can control. Well, we can't control how those games went. And how about FIU and New Mexico? I'm assuming New Mexico's pretty gritty. How'd that game go?
They won, yeah. New Mexico State was able to get the win, and all the other games are underway or close to ending, but still going.
Yeah. Okay.
Senior Day is always that extra emotion. We talked about it during the pregame, and it didn't seem like it really affected the team a lot. They played well. The seniors played pretty well for the most part.
Yep.
Finished out strong, and was able to hold off a pesky minor team.
Yeah, and I'm looking down through here at the minutes, and man, that's about what I wanted. Okay, I mean, the starters have earned a little more time on the floor. We can't overlook the contributions from our bench, and looking at our bench, they got to get a little bit better in taking care of the ball and defending. We had quite a few turnovers coming from them, but they scored 33 points, and their opponent scored 21, so they outscored them by 12. But they've been doing that all year long, and look at the bottom number. We score 67, and our bench scores 33, and our starters scored 34. So we have great balance. Somebody goes down, next one's up, and the future looks good. And as this game played out, a lot of energy was extended by the starters, and the bench just came in and just duplicated that energy and did a great job rebounding. Did a good job defensively, and we're still trying to get that consistency. You hold a team to 8 and hold them to 13. I know it's only 3 points, 16, and we still outscored them, but 19 turnovers is way too many. That's 5 per quarter, and that's giving up a lot of points. And our turnovers, as I look here, the 19 ended up 16. So a lot of them weren't transition scores. It's maybe a walk or whatever. And I don't quite agree with all the calls. I think Bella scored. I think she scored the step, jumped through right down here and landed with both feet and laid it up and called her for a walk. Did she make that basket?
She did. Yeah, that was kind of got wedged between two defenders. It looked awkward, but as far as her footwork, everything was fine.
No, if there's a whistle, I expect to be called on the defense because she didn't run over anybody. She jumped in between of them and landed and went up and scored. And that was off of a dribble. So, I'm having some loving choice words with the official, and that particular official said, without, we had 2 males and a female, he said, you're probably right. And that shuts me up so quick. And, I think that particular officials, the officials look at each other and wink, like, no, shake your head and go on. But I will say this, after saying that they probably missed it and it was a wrong call, right in front of me, Bella walks and drags her feet. And I said, now, if you called that one, I'd been okay. And that particular official said, that's the reason I didn't call it, trying to break even. So all I did is smile and walked away and shut up, But, what if I hadn't called them out on the first one? I might not got the second call. But, it's sort of the fun, little quiet things that happen along behind the games. And I'll tell you another one was so funny. The previous game against New Mexico State, a girl on New Mexico State walked with the ball, and she made a pass, and before the shot clock was running. We're talking about walk, pass, shot. The horn goes off. And I'm screaming, she walked. I mean, quick as it happened, I said, she walked, pass, shot, and, horn goes off. Or pass, she walked, pass, and horn goes off. And I said, she walked. And the official said, I had to wait to hear. I said, hear what? Hear her walk? You don't have to hear her walk. You see that before the horn went off. And she grinned, and she knew I had her. And I was just laughing and walked away.
She thought you were arguing about the shot clock, and you...
Yeah.
She had her head in the wrong argument.
I'm yelling, walk. She walked. And I'm calling walk, pass, horn, shot. That's how it went. And I'm going, she walked. And she says, I had to wait to hear the horn. I go, no, you didn't. I said, I'm yelling, she walked. I didn't say shot clock violation. So
there's some pretty funny things that happen.
I'm safe to say she, because we had a crew of 3 females.
Can't figure that one out.
Yeah, figure that one out.
Yeah, there's some funny things between those little, sheepish interactions between the officials and the coaches. And also, I'd love to have a mic on the end of the bench down there, where the
girls
Laura
or the coaches
and Will and some of the players on the bench, especially when the game's out of hand. Some of the conversations that are going down there between the managers and everybody would be pretty fun to hear.
I probably need to start observing or put a camera on the end of the bench or the bench. We've done that before in the past, because sometimes we go to La La Land or
yeah. Well, a win's a win. You got it, and now you get the bye week. You don't play on Thursday night. Have to fight some snow probably here in Lynchburg in the middle of the week, but then back on the road to Miami and FIU a week from today.
Yeah, that's a rough trip. Next week will be different. We will work out Monday, Tuesday, and take Wednesday off. So don't set up no TV, you and I, on Wednesday.
Nothing on Wednesday.
Yeah. And work out pretty hard on Thursday and then travel on Friday. And hopefully we can get a little rested and focused, because we're looking at a grind right now, and it's three road games. And then we come back and have 2 as it is, to the top 3 teams in the conference. And, currently it's number 1, number 3 till that game gets played out. And then 2, we've struggled at FIU. We've struggled at Jacksonville State. And Kennesaw's got a bunch of great athletes, and they're pretty good at home, and they played bad here. we played well and they played bad. And, that's not a true indication of what their talent is.
Last word, Middle Tennessee is up on Western Kentucky 59-53, but still 8 minutes to go in that game, so a lot of basketball.
A lot of time.
Yep. Well, Coach, we'll see you down in Miami with our white Blazers on here in about a week.
All right. Thank you, Jamie.
That's head coach Kerry Green. The Lady Flames get a 67-53 win over UTEP. And, again, we'll either be in second place or in first place by the end of the night, depending on how that game goes in Murfreesboro. Well, that's going to do it for us. I want to thank everybody who made the broadcast possible. Paul Carmody for all the good work that he does in the sports information side of things, keeping us updated. And on, for example, the crowd today, 1,800 folks, over 1,800 folks watching the game on Senior Day. And I also want to thank Trey back in the studio. He was under the weather, fighting his way through it this afternoon. See, we certainly appreciate that. And I want to thank you for listening, whether it was online, on the app, on the website, Facebook, or YouTube. We certainly appreciate you tuning in. And one last quick reminder, at 9 o'clock tonight, you can tune in to Allen York with the Liberty men playing at UTEP. That game is a late game because of the Mountain Time Zone. So a little late-night basketball here on the East Coast with the Liberty men trying to continue their good ways as they're playing some excellent basketball as well. Until we talk again, the Lady Flames knock off UTEP 67-53, and we'll be back at it on Saturday. So long, and God bless. This is Jamie Hall here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the Coca-Cola Post-Game Locker Room Report and Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner.